I am so proud of our self-advocates for spearheading this effort and working hard all the way to the end. Their actions demonstrated the real heart of this new law, and that is that no matter whether you have a physical disability, an intellectual disability, or any so-called limitation, people should be viewed not for what they can't do, but what they can do. Lauren Trzeski, one of our self-advocates, and Todd Thurl, one of our self-advocates, have demonstrated that people with intellectual or developmental disabilities can live in the community, can work in the community, and can achieve great things not only for themselves, but they can achieve great things for others too. Let's give it up for our self-advocates. It's now my pleasure to introduce Jonathan Slifka, the liaison to the disability community for the governor.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. Today is very important for the disability community. The changing of the symbol is really another step in the evolution of the disability awareness movement, but more importantly, taking disability awareness and turning this into action. This is a prime example of that. I want to thank the governor for seeing this as an important step and supporting this 100%. I want to thank Steve Morris from FAVAR and all of the self-advocates that worked tirelessly to support this legislation. And I also want to thank our state legislator who overwhelmingly supported this on a bipartisan effort. So I want to thank them as well. With that, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce our friend and our governor, Governor Malloy. Thank you.
It's indeed a pleasure to be with all of you on this signing and to come out to this great organization that has benefited also from some other programs that we started, not the least of which was a grant program to the not-for-profit and community provider network, a competitive grant where folks could apply for money to improve their sites and improve how they deliver services, including making differences and changes that actually save money so that things can be spent on additional services directly to people as opposed to running buildings and the like. So it's indeed a great pleasure to be here for that purpose as well. This legislation, I think, is important. We talk about disabilities, and sometimes when other areas we talk about differences or we use other terminology. But how those of us who are born with learning differences or physical abnormalities or just things that make things a little harder for us, how we talk about ourselves and how we demonstrate that, including how we in essence advertise ourselves to the broader community is very important. And we know that we have learned over the last few years that there's so much more that can be accomplished with people with who have differences or disabilities, that it really is important to bring the rest of society along so that they fully realize how much we can do and how much has changed in the last few years. The old symbol that protected parking or other arrangements for people who might use a wheelchair or have a difference with respect to their mode or modality of travel, it's 45 years old. It was developed at a different time when our own ideas as a culture and a society were much more concentrating on that which held people back as opposed to that which moves people forward. And so it was time to demonstrate to the broader community that we wanted a new sign and that we wanted to demonstrate how much can be done. And that's really part of this movement, and it is a movement. We want our citizens here in Connecticut to reach the highest heights they possibly can with as much services as we can afford to provide, living as good a life as is humanly possible. That's our goal, and I think this is an important step moving forward with that. I do also want to thank the legislature. It was a bumpy road for a while. You two came to the legislature and were two of the stars arguing the case. Special shout out to the gentleman who spoke just before me. Jonathan Slifka has made a real difference in how our state government approaches your broader community and has educated me and brought me along, and I probably started a little ahead of some people, but he's pushed me to go further, and I single him out for special mention as well. So I also have a bunch of tremendous staff people here as well, and Representative D'Amico is here as well. So I just want to thank everybody for what you do. Thank you for that really nice welcome when I came in over there. Thank you for that. I don't get that too often. I'm going to sign the bill now. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Everyone, want to fill in behind the governor? You mind if I join you?
I want you in the picture. So I'm going to sign this, but it takes a long time because I use a pen for each letter. So it's one of my differences. We do? Without the Lieutenant Governor. There it is signed. All right, thank you. Thank you all very much. All right, you got yours. I did.
So over to the ribbon cutting. Do the ribbon. Yeah, sure.